I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like...
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Move. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, Echo. 57.
Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
Here's Justin Jackson, 2nd-year man out of Northwestern. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, 180. 57. Check tight, check tight. Hey, ball. 57. Alert.
Now Trubisky on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on, boys, come on. Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Red, tight ends Ringo, tight ends on the Ringo, tight ends on the Ringo.
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. All day, all day. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the screen, watch the
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Turn it up. Hey, 18. 180. 36.
First down, a run with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Jim. Good move. Watch out. Alert. Check 31.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got 4.
On first down, Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch the screen. Hey, alert. Red, 10.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
That's another Bears. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
50 seconds to life.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Alert. Protein spill.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. On 2nd and 9, Allen, and right side, Henry's got it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check 50. Mike is out. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Go. Mike 59. Mike 59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. His throw caught right around the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal, Chargers.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Allen. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Alert, 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 alert. 31's the mic. 31's the mic. Let's go, baby.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Lock in, lock in. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Hey, Delta.
57, Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Trubisky to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57's Mike. Mike.
Five.
Back to you. I'm going.
Again, it's Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
You don't see me in your nightmare.
Hey, ball.
57's the Mike.
Hey, high 7.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Don't this way.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Orbit.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Samaje Perine. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky, and he slings one that's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18. Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Completes it to Benjamin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try again with Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Tight end right. Everyone, you got 4 down. He's mine.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
50 down, 80! Watch the run.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
We got this. Check three. Blue. Hey, alert.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, Zoo.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky finding Gabriel, complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because of it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ran, 57. Mike, 57. Come on. Hey. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yo.
On 1st down, Cohen. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got nothing. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. $18. 57's the mic. Watch 57. All day, every day.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Third down and 9.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
You.
Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Let's go, D.
First throw of overtime for Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Allen got an open man. It's Ratley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Round 80! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Game situation. Let's go. 58 to Mike. 58.
On play action, Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Allen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
56. Hey, exit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.